Did you want that Groove the Rim in F? Or would you rather a different track? What's your favourite
Have you
track?
bought my backing tracks? This one is called Groove the Rim.
Yeah. Welcome back to Andertons TV, ladies and gentlemen. This is crazy, groundbreaking stuff from a price perspective. I don't think we've ever demoed anything that's even remotely close to this many features in a pedal for this price. I'm slightly even nervous to say what the price is because we're doing this about a month before it launches, and I wouldn't be surprised if, like, at the last minute they sort of go, actually, we've decided to sell it for more.
For 200-300 quid. This is kind of what we were used to, right? I'm just putting it out there because Tonek, this is the thing, right? Same size.
Yeah, and everyone went, this is amazing because it does amp captures and it's amazing and it's only 150 quid or 180 quid or whatever like that, blah, blah, blah.
And then, boom!
This is like half and does more.
With a display on it. I mean,
I don't know where life is going. I think I'm going to fast forward Anderton's YouTube channel for 5 years' time, and we'll be bringing out pedals, and the deal will be that we actually pay you to have the product.
Can you do the same with petrol, like on fuel and food?
So Valeton GP series, you guys probably know I've been using the GP-200 in my office for the last 2 or 3 years, and I think it's the best of all the sort of affordable multi-effects processors. The most recent firmware update that Valeton did to the GP series was that you could now start to import real amp captures using the neural amp.
Not that neural.
Not that neural, different neural. And GP-5 has that feature as well. So if we look on my phone...
hang on, before you look at your phone, can you just read what it says?
It says, Player 2 Modified Strap, please like and subscribe. We are only about 25,000 subscribers now from the million mark.
1 million, come on, that's a million!
At which point we're going to give away a completely redundant, massively overpriced, nobody needs anymore because it's been cloned 1,000 times.
That video, man.
Centaur.
That video, just when we did that... Anyway, just move on. Another app, another day, another Bluetooth product.
The Valeton app, the GP-5 app, stuff like this is getting uber familiar now.
This is new though, right?
This is new for Valeton, yeah.
Yeah.
So you're seeing a signal chain across the top here, noise reduction, a preamp block, a distortion block. The NS is the capture block. If you want to import your captures, it's got some in here already. Amp cab, again, you can use modeled cab emulations or load your own IRs in if you want to. EQ, modulation, delay, and reverb. And each of those blocks will then contain a sub list of lots of choices of different things. You can see down here is each of the blocks you can edit. So add delay, for example, mix, time, feedback, trails, easy peasy, right? We have got lots and lots of presets, which we'll start to go through in a minute. We've got a drum machine built in. What you heard at the beginning was me streaming music via Bluetooth.
This has got Bluetooth in it. I mean, what?
It literally is bonkers. It's just so crazy affordable. We've got the guitar going in. We've got a stereo output here, straight into our interface, so you're hearing a DI sound. You can plug headphones in instead if you would prefer. You can control the volume from here, and then either you can step through your presets through here. Yeah, it's doing the phone. Or you hit the parameter button, and it gives you some limited access to some things that you can do in the pedal. I must be honest with you. If you're going, I hate pedals that need apps, then this is not for you. Because 100% what you are seeing on the app here cannot be done in the pedal. What the pedal can do is once I've set up my presets that I like, I absolutely can just leave the phone at home and just...
Can I just tune my guitar?
It's crazy, isn't it? That's such a nice... Do you know what's absolutely mental?
What?
Do you know this pedal is about the same price as a TC Polytune pedal?
No.
So work that one out. So next time you're thinking, yeah, I'm just going to buy a TC Polytune. Why not just get this and have all the other stuff
and
for
you have
free?
a tuner.
Foot switch on the top here can be configured to either just scroll through all the presets if you want to. It's pretty basic. You can obviously only go up. You just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 forever and ever. It can be assigned to just be a normal on-off. It can even be assigned to mimic the control function on the bigger GP stuff. So if you just like to have a preset where you turned the distortion pedal on and off, you could configure it to do that. I mean, it's honestly, we tried this at the NAMM show with no, we didn't really have any understanding about what it could do. We just liked the sound of it. Anyway, look, so think of this. You might be a die-hard valve amp fan and all you want is one of these in your gig bag so you can plug your headphones into it and just do some warm-up before you go on stage.
Yeah, even if it messes up and you know, I mean, it gets smaller and smaller all the time. And I know people like it small.
Let's go through, say, 10 or 15 of the presets. Because I think one of the things Valeton do really well, and probably why I like the GP200 so much, is they just do the presets well.
Yeah.
So let's have a quick look. This is the first preset. It is a model...
Oh my goodness me!
It's a Mesa Boogie dual rec by the looks of things.
Okay. We just had John Connon here yesterday, and his playing is insane. So
too much reverb on the preset for me. But look how easy it was to just go, boom. Less
and you
reverb.
got stereo delay. Try to take the delay off and the
off.
At least your fingers. I'm listening for the latency.
I love how we're putting it through its paces as if it was a £1,000 unit. Anyway,
as it was a £2,000 amplifier.
Look, so I was going to flick to the next preset. It says, warning, this preset has been modified. Do you want to save your changes? But I don't necessarily want to save them.
No, you want to keep it.
Here's Neo Soul.
Oh, God.
Fender Twin. Like a mellow Fender Twin.
Well, it doesn't...
It's not a capture, it's a model.
Right, but it's I mean... This is the thing, you know, do we know what people today, have they ever played to a Fender Twin? Have they ever played to an AC30? Have they ever played to a Mesa Boogie rectifier?
No.
I mean, but I'm just...
No, I agree. And also, anyway, look, whatever.
We're listening to little speakers in here, whatever.
Star Night is, what does this say this is? Oh, it's a jazz chorus.
Merry Christmas.
I still, I'm blown away by the price and just I like it. Anyway, look, here we go. Can I just say as well, we are about a month before launch and we're using this app in test pilot mode.
Yeah.
So potentially there might be, some of the mixes on patches or some of the layout, whatever, may change. They've said basically nothing should change between now and launch other than any minor bugs they find.
Yeah.
So
something like volume levels and all that kind of stuff, and even then it's like, you just turn it down. I like how they always put delay on.
You want that off?
Off? Oh,
so there's, if you don't have the noise reduction
on,
obviously you get all the background hiss of the amplifier. I mean, look, I'm not. These are all the presets that are in it, right? So we don't really have time to go through them all now.
Wow.
But, I mean, you've got up to 49 before you just get the blank presets. Then you have another 50 where you can store your own. Just what I think I'll do is sort of switch everything off, and then you can kind of see what it might look like if you were going to make a blank one. So here you go. That's what it looks like when every single preset is off, and I guess this is what it sounds like, right? Ignore the fact it's still called Power Lead. I can change the name of it, but here is just a DI'd guitar sound.
Boring.
So I guess the first thing that you'd do is put an amplifier model on, or a snap. They call them snap tone. It's their name for their sort of amp captures.
Right.
So two different blocks here. So if I want to use a snap tone, I press the correct.
Oh, that's a.
We've obviously got a lot of distortion
let's
here.
just
So
get a
let's
clean-
find something which is like a twin reverb. Right.
Okay.
Now, can I just quickly point out, of course, because we're using a capture of an amp with a speaker, it's now put like a no entry sign over the amp and the capture. So you can't have an amp capture into an amp and an amp model.
No entry.
So here's our
That's my
twin
life this
reverb
moment.
snap tone. If I turn that off, you can hear the difference between a DI. So you can hear it fills it out, makes it sound like a proper guitar amplifier. You can see at the bottom here, these are my controls, so gain, volume, bass, middle, treble. If I want to import more snap tones, and again, go to a website like Tone 3000, this whole, didn't really talk about NAM, did we? So talk about bad
NAM
choice of acronyms here, right? NAM stands for Neural Amp Modeling, all right? It's nothing to do with Neural DSP, that is a different company.
Yeah.
And it's nothing to do with the NAM show, all right?
It is pretty terrible,
It is an
really?
open source piece of software that's been around for years now that anybody can download and modify, and you can use it to capture your own amps or pedals. And then you go to a website, you can share those, but if you go to a website called Tone 3000, and we'll put links below, that is like a sharing community thing for people who've done those. If you use, this is where you do have to use the USB connection on the pedal, okay? You can't import snap tones over Bluetooth. So you hook your pedal up to your laptop, you open the Valeton Suite, you drag your captures over from Tone 3000 into your unit, into here if you like, and then they will appear on your phone as snap tones that you can elect to use if you want to. Straight out the box, these are all the snap tones you get with it. So
and it's all free.
Yeah. Oh, and then you can see all the empty files where you can. So I think you can have up to like 100 snap tones in.
But as we said before, I think like profiling, captures, all that stuff is the sounds are only as good as the profile from the person that's done it.
Yeah, I could absolutely
go to Michael Britt or whoever,
yeah.
or Rebecca, whatever,
Yeah.
somebody who makes some good stuff.
So let's say
important.
let's use the twin reverb as our bass tone, and of course the first thing that I want to add to a twin reverb is some reverb. So I hit my reverb block, I turn it on, it says halt. These are all my different reverbs. So let's find a spring.
Yeah,
Here
always
we go.
spin.
And I can turn the mix down if I want that bit.
Turn it up.
Okay. Oh man, it's fine, right? It doesn't sound like some sort of crappy £79 guitar effects unit. It just sounds like a good version of a Fender Twin.
I mean, I'm lucky and I'm blessed, #blessed, that I can plug into an amplifier at home. So I don't, but honestly, it's nuts, man.
This is definitely not, for me, the markets for this are going to be people who've bought their first guitar and they're just going, where do I go with this?
Yeah.
And I've got a little home studio setup or headphones. Yeah, amazing. It's a USB recording interface as well, by the way. Just thought I'd throw that extra, as if it wasn't enough for £79. Anyway, you can buy a USB, you can record all this straight into your computer. This should just be this should be a 2-minute video that says, this is the same price as a tuner. Why haven't you bought it already?
Why haven't we got one? It's almost
it's just bonkers. Anyway, let me keep making this thing up. So look, I'm going to put a tube screamer on top now. Okay. So that's going to be in my distortion bank. Here are all of my distortion pedals. I'm going to guess that green OD. Well, in fact, I don't have to guess. It tells me, look, based on the Ibanez TS808. I don't even have to guess anymore.
They don't give a hoot anymore, do they? Like, I don't care.
Relatively low gain, little bit of extra volume. Let's see if it's a nice bluesy. Now, if I'm jamming through a set of headphones and a backing track on here, I am happy with that tone. I do not
leave now. I don't want to do this anymore.
I do not need to go, why haven't I bought something more expensive?
But again, can you...
I'm talking about jamming with headphones, not recording my next album.
No, I'm not saying any of that stuff, and it sounds great, but I can't believe it still. I keep getting gobsmacked from all of this stuff.
What else have we got in here? We've got noise reduction. The preamp block has got a mix of compressors, boosters, and it's got octave effects, wah simulators.
Put a wah thing on there. Like, I want to do a bit of a quack.
They're never very good, are they?
But you say they're never any good.
Right, here we go.
Too much reverb, isn't there? Do you remember 21st night?
Let's switch that wire off for now. Again, the noise reduction, you don't really need if you haven't got a lot of gain in the signal. What have we got EQ-wise? So we've got like a sort of a graphic EQ, hundreds of different, well, not hundreds, but
and you know, graphic EQ choruses for these things are always really good. That's what I use if I use a guitar amp, for instance. I go in and what I'll do is at the very end of it, I'll put my graphic EQ on to EQ a little bit more low in the top end, but that's just me. But it's very handy to have, you know.
What about a little bit of movement here with a tremolo? Oh, it's a lot of movement. Hold on, let me just.
It's quite intense.
We can try and find it. That's better.
Yeah.
A little bit of tape echo.
I can never play that.
So
that's nice.
So that's it. I mean, obviously, what I can do now, which we haven't done yet, if I turn the amp capture off, this NS thing, and put the amp model back on. Quick!
I know, and this sounds like rain.
That's a lot of gain. Quick, turn that off. Oh, hang on. I need to find this is an orange amplifier. I need to get back down to all my clean amplifiers.
It's like rain.
Here we go. So we've gone back.
So you've gone back to, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so we've gone back to models now rather than captures.
Right. I like it comes with both, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you've got an option to sort of...
I don't really know what else to say on this.
I think it's nuts, man.
Again, just to drums. You want to play along with some? Let's get you some. I don't know some.
Oh no, you can't do that because you're on the.
Oh, because I'm screen recording.
Yeah.
I apologise. Yes, I can't. This is the iPhone does not let you screen record and stream music at the same time. But trust me, there's a drum machine in here with tap tempo and like hundreds of different type drum styles. What have we got over here global?
Can I just say that as clever as this is, you have to have a laptop the other version and that thing and then this thing, and you have to put it all together to get it onto here.
Yeah.
Where this one is just like there.
Yeah, I mean, look, if we just clarify the differences, I suppose. Tonex is its own proprietary amp capture process. This is using neural amp
and you
modeling.
have to have the laptop.
This is using Tonex.
Yeah.
So
you
some
have
people
to have
might
the laptop to put it on there and all that different stuff.
Some people might argue Tonex is better. I don't know. Some people might argue NAMP. I haven't done that deep dive.
Neural, Kempo, whatever.
Other than
Helix.
that, though, other than the fact that you've maybe got a couple extra knobs on here that you can adjust that you don't have on here.
You've got the parameters right there.
I kind of agree with you. It's very much like a half-price version of a
I would get that.
I prefer
it's much easier.
I do prefer, the app on the phone to having to have your laptop connected for shizzle.
What's next, man? You can't make it any smaller than that because you can't fit a jack cable in there.
It'll be in the guitar.
Yeah, but we had that already, didn't we, with the Moore guitars? But I'm not sure about that though, with the Bluetooth inside the guitar and all that.
I agree. Because you want to be able to choose what guitar you want to play, right?
Yeah, and you can't just put it into the guitar.
Well, I suppose ultimately you've got the, what do you call those Fender Micro Mustang kind of things? It's that sort of thing, isn't it? But this video is going to come out in May, so I guess we're going into the summer, which isn't necessarily the busiest time of year for music shops. The biggest question for me now is, because I know that the lead times for us to order this stuff and have it made in the Far East is long, is going, how many of these are going to sell at Christmas? It's going to be huge. Like I said, I think this sounds as good as any effect unit that I've heard that's 5-6 times the price.
Yeah.
And it's just
And it's all in this little box here with a display as well that I can actually read, being old and blind.
Anyway, it's April Fool. It doesn't really exist. Except it does. What do you know? Anyway,
guitar,
that's it.
And check out this guitar.
That's a
this
beautiful
purple
looking
colour,
guitar.
isn't it? Look at that purple colour.
Please like and subscribe. Love to hear what, I'm sure this is going to be hugely popular. Love to hear what you guys think when you buy one and use it. But that is great. Au revoir.